Good morning, good morning, good morning, and hello. Welcome, Miss Kim. How are you today?
I am doing great, thank you. How about
Good.
you guys?
I'm very excited, and I cannot wait for my first question for you. But I'll go ahead and jump in to introduce us. We are Women Talk Fierce. We are three women, three stages of life, motherhood and business, and a roller coaster of laugh, lessons, and loud opinions, which we're pretty sure at some point we're turning into a true crime podcast at the end. We're just not sure when. So we have Miss Keira here today, which is my partner, and we also have Nikki, and she will not be able to make it with us, but we are still going to have a fabulous time, and she will catch up with us later via recording, I'm sure. But let's talk a little bit about our guest, Miss Kim Costa. She is the founder of Lifestyle Foundations, and she is a realtor, an author, a speaker. Is there anything I'm missing?
No, that's it.
Anything I'm missing?
I hope not, because I'm sure you are
I know,
busy.
right?
I'm an empty
Well,
nester now, so it gives me a
oh,
little more
you
time.
too. We are
Yeah,
all,
yeah.
Kira just dropped her daughter off last week, and mine, I have one in Elon Law School and one's out on his own. So we are all empty nesters at the
No,
moment.
I've still got one.
Oh, you
I
still
have
have
one.
one.
I'm a
That's right.
freshman in high school.
There you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
Still
yeah.
in it.
still in.
So, well, I'm excited because my first question is going to be, you told Oprah no?
Yeah, I did.
What?
I did. I did. I
No,
did.
I had to ask that question.
I want to say I regret it, but I kind of don't because I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't have that regret.
Yeah.
Okay, set the
Yeah.
scene for me. What was that like?
Okay, so go back to 2001, when she was super hot. I mean, she's still super hot, but she doesn't
Right,
have
right.
her regular TV show anymore.
Yes.
I was like religiously watching her, t taping her on DVR, I think was
Oh
what we did at the
my.
time.
We are
Remember that?
talking.
I
Yeah, yeah,
know
yeah,
that's
yeah.
blast from the past, but I would tape her and then get home from picking the kids up from school and watch her while I was like letting them do homework and whatever. Anyway, she was and is my hero. And I was living in a beautiful, beautiful home here in Milton, Georgia, a horse farm, like Southern living worthy with the four-board fencing and the wraparound porch and all the thing, the pool and the barn, the red barn, all the horses, everything. But it really, it was gorgeous, but it didn't fit me. So I was in the wrong career, married to the wrong person for, 25 years. Um, the wrong hobbies even. I was riding horses because that's kind of what you do in Milton, Georgia.
Mhm.
And I've always loved horses. I was like, I'm gonna give this a go. Well, I was more of a yogi golfer. And
Mm.
so I broke my back riding a horse on my farm
Oh
really
no.
badly, was not supposed to walk again, got stuck at home in a walker, wrote an essay for a contest to the Oprah Winfrey Show, and proceeded to win the contest because I do love to write. And they
Oh,
said,
wow.
okay, you're the winner. We want to come interview you and all your friends at your farm. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize you wanted to come to my house.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so,
You at
and
my
so
house.
I'm like in a walker, I'm a mess. I cannot take care of my house. And come to find out the story, it was the Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood was the story you were going
Yeah.
to write an essay about. I hadn't read the book. I was just like, I have a good story about friendship, so that's what I wrote. And then I started to read the
Wow.
book, and the book, a big portion was about a woman like not happy in her own home, like
Yeah.
secretively not. And I was like, I am not going to get exposed. What did I write in that essay anyway? So the essay disappeared into the ethers, and I was like on painkillers. And I was like, what did I
Wow.
write in that essay? Like I'm going to be exposed on national TV. So I said no. And yeah,
Well,
Good for
wow. Well,
you.
let
yeah.
me backtrack a little bit. So was this when you hit 50? Was
Oh
this
gosh, no. I was 35. Yeah,
and
I had
you
Oh,
small
yeah.
children, kindergarten and second grade, living the dream on the horse farm with my former
right.
spouse. We had a construction company that we worked at together. I did not intend to be an accountant for that business for 25 years, but that's what we needed me to do. So
Right.
honestly, my whole
Right there.
story is about living inauthentically.
Yes.
for many, many decades, for 3 decades, really. My middle years, you do everything for everybody else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When was it that you decided?
I can
Because that's a
relate.
lot of change.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when was that you decided, like, listen, this is not the place I want to be. This is not the
Yeah.
person I want to be. When
Yeah.
did that happen?
Well, we moved from Clarity Farm in like 2005 or six. So like 4 years later, I was like, I cannot take care of all these horses and 40 acres and drive an hour and a half to work. And the kids are in private school. And it's like, this is exhausting. This is
Mm.
killing me. And so that lovely home that the Oprah show wanted to come film at, I was like, I can't. This is horrible for me, as pretty as this home is. And so we moved and I really had to push the easy button. And I tried and tried and tried for, another 10 years to make the marriage work. And we
Yeah.
had like 3 compromise homes after that, but he was mad moving from the farm. And I was like, I'm not going back out to the middle of nowhere. And so he
Just
wasn't a
different age.
golfer and I was, and we were like, okay, we tried for 30 years. We
I think
tried.
sometimes you come
Best
to the realization
effort.
that you're just different. You're
We're
just
just, and
different.
it's
Yeah.
okay. He's
Yeah.
remarried to a lovely person. My husband now is fantastic. We're friendly and all is well. But if we had continued on, then one of us
And friends,
might have
right?
killed each other.
Yeah.
See, I mean, my true crime podcast. There we go.
There we go. There's our true crime right
Yeah.
there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not a violent type, but
knock, knock, knock. Anyways,
I'll tell
so
you, but there it really is. There's a reason some women snap. So
There-
exactly.
Yeah.
absolutely.
But I recognized I was like dying in that home. So
Yeah.
that's where the effort, that's where the wheelhouse started. But it took me, 15 years because I wanted to raise my kids and keep the family together and get them off to college. And then once they were off to college or ish almost, I decided to start changing my life no matter what anybody said.
It's kind of funny. You hear that story a lot as
Yeah.
far as, later in life and the kid's gone.
Yes.
I don't necessarily think that's an easy transition. I think
No. I wish
so-
I had done it sooner. It was not as easy
Right.
as I thought it was going to be, even though they
Right.
were older. And then I think I would have just been happier being the real me all along.
Absolutely.
Right?
I'm
So,
curious. I have to ask, did you change friends? Did you keep the same friends?
that
Yeah,
is
I'm
so
curious
the
about.
essay to Oprah was about my longtime friends from high school. Through college, I just played mahjong with them last night. So we're still
I love
friends.
that game. I'm addicted.
I know I was just learning last night. So learning with them. So we're still very good friends. Now I have my old friends and I have my new friends. So they don't necessarily get the new me as much as I would like. And I love them so much, but they're like, where are you writing a book? Like, what? Just come play mahjong.
Oh, see that?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love mahjong, but I'm really feeling a calling here.
Yeah.
And
I think it's about a legacy. It's about what you want to leave. It's about what you
Yeah.
want to build.
and
So,
using my gifts,
and your
because
passion. Don't you
my
find that's a
passions, my
passion?
gifts, I want to help other people. I did go through divorce, health trauma, some trauma with one of my children as far as, her health issues. And it really changed me. And so I just want to I lived out inauthentically. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry that some of my stories aren't pretty, but that is real life.
That's
No
real
matter,
life. Yeah.
I could fake it
Absolutely.
and just pretend like everything's okay and continue on the path of inauthenticity, or I could shake things up a little bit and let the pieces fall where they may. And I was prepared to lose friends over it because what
And
am
you
I going
do.
to do? Live
Yeah, you-
inauthentically or be myself and see who sticks by
That's
me?
right. Yeah.
And so we
And-
often talk about that on social media
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
you got this perfect life that you want to show. And I just think it's, that's great if that's the truth.
Yeah.
But own what, own you, own your mistakes, own your,
Mhm.
I teach that to my kids every day. That's what people want. They just want you to be real.
They do. And I think
They
the
do.
most viral post I see are when people are authentic and they're talking about the messy parts of their life
Yes.
because people want that relatability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do.
And
They
That's
don't
what
want
they can relate to. Right.
They don't want to see everything perfect all the time. So, I mean, now we all have that outside persona that we present to the world. And me as a realtor, like I'm going to go get it. I'm going to negotiate, but I need a home to come back to that I can just be like, have a soft place to
Exhale.
land
Mhm.
because it takes a lot out of me to negotiate I mean, I think it was a 12-hour day of negotiations with 3 lawyers yesterday.
Oh,
That is not exactly
that
who
is
I
not even
am.
a fun day.
That is not, except for that it all worked out. Thank God.
Yeah.
It all worked out, huge deal, but it was exhausting. And
Absolutely.
like, I just need my little pink velvet chairs over here. And I have a divine goddess picture huge over there that reminds
Why
me
are you not sitting there?
I will be later. It's a little messy over there. It is messy. If I could get my camera to go, we have a lot of things over there right now. So I need to clean off my
Get
table.
there later,
I have
right?
plants that needed watering. They're over on my
Gotcha.
table.
Okay, we'll
We're not
pass
going to
on
show
that.
my halfway alive plants over there. So that's the messy reality, people.
Love
But
it.
yeah, so I mean, it's a long way around to say like we have that persona outside the home, but our
Mhm.
home needs to be where we can be ourselves. The people in our home, the are we being ourselves? And do people accept us and support us, or are they sabotaging us in some way? Because that does
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
When was it? Because I'm really curious about your method. I think it's such a game changer when you create something that's yours and has, a real follow through method that works for you. So how did you come up with the wheelhouse method?
Yeah. So, okay, 2001 broke my back. 2015, I had gotten divorced. I was still in accounting just because that was how I was paying the bills. That's what I had done. And I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I decided I took a personality test. Turns out I'm an ENFP, which is extroverted, intuitive, feeling, perceptive,
Yeah.
very right-brained, very, very right-brained, very creative, very intuitive, very empathetic.
Mm.
Why was I working with numbers 8 hours a day?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
the personality test was the first thing, but then I hired a coach who was specialized in ENFPs because I was like, I want to be a realtor because I love people's potential and I love homes. And so, is this right for me? So, he coached me. We went around this wheel of life to grade 8 different areas of my life as I was making changes. And he verified that I had the skill set and the personality to do what I wanted to do. And so, as I changed my own life, my home needed to change. And I was like, interesting, this wheel of life thing. It's like I'm fixing certain areas
Mm.
by moving.
Through it.
And
Yeah.
then I started helping my clients and I started categorizing them into, oh, this is a career finance move. This is a friends and family health move. And I was like, this wheel of life thing's a framework.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
Absolutely. So
I
you
love
use
that.
that with all your clients?
Yeah, I
Wow.
do. At first, it was to myself.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, we're fixing this and this, but what about romance? Like, are they
Hmm.
divorced and want to get remarried or would have a partner? Um, what do their finances look like? So I like, no matter what they were saying, the reason they wanted to move, I found myself asking questions around the other of the 8 areas.
Mhm.
And so I just started categorizing questions
To
in
bring it
each
all
of
in
the 8 areas.
harmony? Is
Sorry.
that is it to bring it all in harmony? Is
Yeah.
that
Well, it's
yeah?
clarifying. And then it's trying to, if you have a 2 out of 10 in one of the 8 areas, that's a problem. That's a flat tire. We're trying to inflate the tire so you roll through life smoothly, not bump along on a
Oh,
flat tire.
I love that. Now, is
Yeah.
that what your book is based on? Is your
Yeah.
framework?
Completely.
Oh,
Has
fantastic.
some case studies, some fun stories, my own memoir about my time at Clarity Farm where I broke my back and realized I was living inauthentically, and that was the seed that started it. And then a little bit of theory regarding Jungian. Carl Jung built a home based on his progression as a human being to the point
Mhm.
where he had a tower at the end of his life, and that like he was transcend Maslow's hierarchy. You get up to transcendence.
Yes.
So I thought that was fascinating. And yeah, there's a couple of other home as a representation of your soul, who you are.
I actually love this because so much of what you're saying revolves around the home.
Yes.
And you're a real estate agent. So I
Yes.
feel like it all is full circle and comes together and works
Yeah.
together. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like that translated because top 5% in Atlanta.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm having a super great year. So I don't know. Maybe I'll
Good
be
for
top two
you
this year. We'll
because
see.
it's a challenging year for real
It's a
estate. Trust
challenging
me.
year for
I
It is
most
just
fair. I
sold
people.
a house
just got out
and
of a meeting where like pricing is where do we price and what are
yeah,
people thinking? And we're trying to follow the market. So
good
it's
for you
interesting.
that you're having an amazing
Yes.
time. But that
You
is
know,
impressive.
I think it's related to the release of the book because it's a deeper dive, providing clarity for people not to just base their home on aesthetics, but the
Mhm.
deeper needs of Maslow's aesthetics is up towards the top of Maslow's hierarchy. I'm looking at can you sleep at night? Physiological need. Safety needs. Do you feel safe in your neighborhood? Can you park okay? Love and belonging. Can you seat your family for dinner?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. What needs are we solving? And it's deeper than I don't like the pink color.
Yeah, because we so often buy off of aesthetic.
Totally.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And I mean, really, I mean, we moved into this home. We had a very specific purpose. We really looked, and the aesthetic of the home wasn't actually what I wanted,
Yeah.
but the layout of the home was what I needed.
You can fix aesthetics.
That's right. You
Yeah.
can.
Hmm.
And it has worked out so wonderfully because the home that I really wanted, I don't think we would have been happy in.
Yeah.
Oh
So
wow.
it's funny how it
Interesting.
works out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's about can you do the things that make you happy in your home? And
Hmm.
not who you were 10 years ago, but the next 10 years. Who are you about to become? Because so many times we're moving because of life change.
mhm.
So there's many reasons people move and the home sometimes just doesn't fit. So
Yeah.
the subtitle is an empowering guide to stay, go, or renovate. And
Oh,
so if you're going to stay, perhaps you're fixing the function of a particular room. For example, an empty nester, kids are gone. Um, she visits them because the kids are busy, all this stuff. They have room for her. So she's going to repurpose a room into a podcast room or a Zen den
Yeah.
or whatever craft or new hobby or job or charity work that she's doing. And so it's now fitting her next phase of life, not the one that she just left.
yeah, it is a big shift. I'd say we're not going to mention numbers, of course, but definitely over 50. We
Me
are
too.
in the process of building, and it's a whole different mind shift. And I will say it's quite challenging, not because of the build, but because of all the things going, that come with that, the
Yeah,
moving, the selling, the, rental, the this, the that. But it does feel like it's a complete shift in my whole world. Um,
Hmm.
but
very common. And
yeah.
rightly so. I mean, we used to not have another 30, 40 years from 50. Let's hope. My mom's 89 and doing great. So I'm hoping I have her genes and it'll be 90, 100 years.
Well, you look fabulous. But
Oh,
part of
You
thank
me does think,
do.
are you crazy doing this at this age? You could have just stayed
no, I'd be
longer
so bored.
and been comfortable.
I'd be so
What did you
bored.
do to yourself?
Some days I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm tired. I
Well,
need to
that was the
incorporate
other
a
thing I'm
nap
going to ask
here.
you. You also have your own podcast, correct?
I do. I'm starting season 2 very soon. I'm very
Ah,
excited about it. I'm gonna have guests now.
so where do do you get burnout, or is this
Yeah.
just kind of fuel for the fire for you?
With the second season starting, I had a super busy year, launched the book in March, did the podcast, did a TV show for like a couple episodes and thought, okay, this is
What?
too much. Yeah, yeah, I was on American Dream for a couple of episodes where I would interview people in my community, but it was on somebody else's time schedule and being a busy real
Hmm.
estate
Yeah.
agent and an author and a speaker and a podcaster. I was like, yeah, I need to be in control of my schedule. So now I'm going to do those interviews on YouTube.
Okay.
So now my second season is starting, and I did need to take a little break from the podcast to just, when I'm tired, I'm not as creative
I
because
get
my brain is just tired and I work a lot in the left side of my brain for work, negotiating numbers and all that, where I need some space to be truly creative. And I don't want to just put anything out there.
yeah.
So I
Hmm.
took a break from my podcast to now start season 2 because I want it to be really good.
Well,
Yeah.
I think giving yourself time to take a break or knowing what you
Yeah,
need, again, kind of really follows, the flow of what you've actually created. I mean, you're
exactly.
following everything you've created. So
Exactly.
you
Hmm.
are
So I
living.
was focused on career and what's the other one I was focused on? Um, Probably family and friends all of last year. And now everything's good. And I'm going to focus on finance and health. So did my workout this morning, getting some secondary passive income going, eliminating expenses. And I now have time to like go through all the books. And so
How
it's
was
like,
your book received, by the way?
say
Like,
that again.
tell me about your launch. How was that
Oh my
received?
gosh, it was so great. It
Wasn't
was
it?
so awesome. It's funny because my publisher, I'm just getting results from first quarter, from all of my book
Right.
sales. So it's very delayed, but I have people contacting me and I'm getting lots of requests for podcasts and speaking, and people are loving the
Congratulations.
concept. And so it's gone very, very well. But because I was so busy in my business, I'm now that busy season's over. I'm like
Mhm.
all in on promoting the framework more because I think it can help more people. I can only
Yes.
help so many people here in
Right,
Atlanta,
right,
but I
right, right.
love talking to women like you and just really being, especially at our similar age, to like our life's not over. Let's
Right.
Absolutely.
talk about the next phase. It's like I just got chills about let's create an environment that enables you to be who you were meant to be. Because if you were like me, you've given up a lot for other people. And now we have some good time left. Let's travel, whatever it is we want to do, travel, speak, make something, do a charity, create a second career, start a podcast,
I think
just
it's
be a
inspiring.
great grandma, whatever you
Yeah,
want,
yeah,
whatever you're
absolutely. To
called
have
to do.
women on like you that are just go excited about
Encouraging.
life,
Yes,
Yeah.
passionate, and can show that it's never too late.
it is
Like
Yeah.
not too,
Well,
my mom is
start your whole life
89
over.
yeah, this
and
was super
she is
encouraging
still
for me.
thriving. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I was actually telling Tammy before we came on that I really want to pivot my business. I need more growth
Yes.
where I've just been stagnant. It's been good. It's been, okay, but I want
Hmm.
to grow. But I look at it and I tell myself, are you too old? Like,
No,
are you too old
you
to
are
do this
not too
thing?
old.
But I, but I
You're
ask myself these
ridiculous,
things,
Kira.
like, because
Well,
I do
we all
see.
do. I do
Mhm.
too. Like when my back's hurting and
Yes.
and I'm a little tired, I'm like, oh my gosh. But it's really just about self-care. We just
It
can't
is.
do what we
Yeah.
did when we were 30, and I can't lift heavy things to stage. So just hire somebody to help me, or call my son, or like there's an answer. Don't hurt yourself, right? So we
Yes.
just need to not be super women. And we're at an age where our wisdom counts
It
more
does.
towards what we can give people than what we can physically do or what we're going to learn. It's what we've learned already that we assimilate into something that can help other people. That's how our brains work in this part of life.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You're not there yet, Miss Kira.
Oh, some days it feels like it, I tell you. But I
Oh,
really do. I look at it and I just think about like in terms of time. And I also waited because I was a stay-at-home mom for the first decade. And
Hmm.
then, once I went back into the workforce, I went into teaching and then decided later on to start my business. So I'm going, okay, this is happening in stages, but I'm not sure they're the right stages. Like I wish I had started earlier as well. So
Yeah.
when you said that, that
I don't
resonated
know
with
if there's
me.
necessarily a right way to do things. I think when
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of
there's
like
not.
Kim was talking about when it's time to make that move or when you feel
Right.
that
Yeah.
Yeah.
it seems to follow from there. And
Yes.
you're getting there. I feel it, Kira. So
I feel it.
I
Yeah.
get it. I get it. Well, I have a question. We're going to finish
Yes.
up with a fabulous question. Then we're going to ask you the fun places of where we can find your book and you.
Okay.
But the fiercest thing a woman can do for herself is
Oh, be you, no matter what anybody says. Be you.
absolutely.
Yeah. Don't take Do not take no or like the little thumb that tries to push you down, no matter who that is. It could be your mother. My mom's not doing that, but like it could be your boss, your mother, friends, anything. Do not let anybody put their thumb on you and stop you from being who you're supposed to be.
Not even your spouse. I love that.
I
Exactly.
love it. Yeah.
All
I
right.
love it.
So now, where can women find you? Where can anybody find you? Where can we find your book,
Yeah.
your podcast, your business? Where can we find you?
Yes. So the book is everywhere. Live in your wheelhouse, Amazon, all the things. The best way to find me, besides the socials, is lifestylefoundations.com. And that has, workshops I'm about to start. You can sign up for those to go through the process with me personally. I just like talking with women, especially. So it's low cost workshop. And yeah, and on the socials, I'm Kim E. Costa. So anything I'm doing, I'll be on there.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
Keira, I'm going to jump over to you and let us know where they can find Kim on Women Talk Fierce.
They can find us on anywhere that podcasts are streamed, Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio. They can also find us on YouTube if they want to see our lovely faces. And if you are interested in joining a full women's network, no filter, no bars held, then womentalkfierce.com is our website, and you can join and sit in for free for one session.
Amazing. And Kim's information will also be when we put the podcast
In
out.
the show notes, yes.
Kim, you are truly an inspiration, and you can just feel your energy through even the video. So thank you so much for taking time to be with us. Congratulations on your book, and blessings along the way.
Yeah.
So thank you so very much for being part of Women Talk Fierce. 3 women, 3 stages of life, motherhood, business, and a roller coaster of lessons, laughs, and of course, loud opinions. And a true crime podcast is not happening today. So thanks
Almost,
again,
but not
Kim.
quite.
And I cannot wait to grab the book.
Me too. It was nice to meet you, Kim.
Nice to meet you.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and hello. Welcome, Miss Kim. How are you today?
I am doing great, thank